Have you ever had that uneasy feeling that someone you consider a friend might secretly harbor negative feelings toward you? It's a tough realization, but often, people hide their true emotions behind forced smiles and empty compliments. You might think everything is fine, but what if they've been masking their resentment all along? In today's video, we're diving deep into the 5 subtle signs that someone might dislike you but is pretending otherwise. Recognizing these hidden red flags is crucial, not just for protecting your emotional health, but also for freeing yourself from toxic relationships. So, stick around till the end to uncover these telltale signs. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more eye-opening insights that can truly change your perspective. Sign 1. Joking about your flaws. Humor is one of the most powerful social tools we have. It can break the ice, ease tension, and bring people together. However, when humor is used to point out someone's flaws, it takes on a more sinister tone. At first, it may seem like harmless banter, a joke about how you dress, speak, or perform a task, but over time, these jokes accumulate, each one subtly undermining your confidence. It's no longer just about making people laugh. It becomes about breaking you down, making you question your worth. I remember a time when a friend of mine would joke about my appearance, my mannerisms, and my professional mistakes. At first, I laughed along, thinking, it's just a joke, right? But gradually, I began to notice a pattern. All the jokes seemed to focus on my shortcomings, never once acknowledging any of my strengths or achievements. I began to feel like I was nothing more than a walking punchline. Was this how they really saw me? The self-doubt crept in quietly, like a whisper in the back of my mind, questioning whether I was good enough. It's important to recognize that these jokes are often not jokes at all. They're a form of emotional manipulation, testing how much disrespect you're willing to accept. It's not just about having a laugh. It's about seeing how much they can diminish your sense of self without you pushing back. The more you accept these jokes, the more they reinforce the belief that you don't deserve respect. What I've come to realize is that standing up for yourself doesn't just protect your self-esteem. It empowers you. True friends don't make you feel small to feel big. They celebrate your strengths and encourage you to be your best self. Don't be afraid to speak up when someone crosses a line. By setting boundaries, you teach people how to treat you, and, more importantly, you teach yourself to value your worth. Sign 2. Backhanded compliments. Backhanded compliments are a masterclass in disguise. On the surface, they appear like praise, like something you should feel happy about. But as you start to digest the words, the true meaning reveals itself. These compliments often come with an implicit insult, meant to make you feel small, insecure, or inferior, all while wearing the mask of kindness. I had an experience at work where I had just finished presenting a project I was really proud of. My colleague, with what seemed like a smile, remarked, "This is really good for someone like you." At first, I didn't know what to think. Was I supposed to feel happy? Grateful? The phrase lingered in the air, heavy with a hidden judgment. Someone like you. What did that even mean? Did she think I was incapable of doing something great without being special in some way? It was a backhanded compliment, a subtle way of telling me that, in her eyes, I wasn't quite as competent or valuable as others. The pain of that realization hit harder than I expected. The truth about backhanded compliments is that they have nothing to do with you and everything to do with the person delivering them. People who use these comments are often insecure and seek to make themselves feel superior by belittling others. The challenge is not to internalize their words. When someone offers a backhanded compliment, it's not your value that's being questioned. It's their own insecurity that they're trying to project onto you. I've learned to face these moments head-on, even if it's uncomfortable. When someone tries to pass off a backhanded compliment, I'll ask, "What do you mean by that?" This forces them to confront their own intentions and rethink their behavior. By questioning these moments, you stop allowing them to affect you. You're taking the power away from the person who tried to put you down, and instead, you're reclaiming your own sense of worth. This is the kind of self-respect that strengthens your character and fosters genuine self-confidence. Sign 3. Subtle exclusion from plans. Social exclusion often comes disguised as a simple misunderstanding, but it's never as innocent as it seems. When you consistently find yourself being left out of plans or social gatherings, it's not a coincidence. It's a deliberate choice that someone is making about your place in their life. The more often this happens, the more you begin to feel like an afterthought, someone who's not important enough to be included. I've been in situations where I discovered, through social media or through others, that my friends had gone on a trip or attended an event that I hadn't been invited to. When I confronted them, the excuses started pouring in. "Oh, we thought you were too busy," or "it was a last-minute thing." But deep down, I knew it wasn't just a matter of bad timing. It was a clear sign that I wasn't a priority to them. Exclusion can be a deeply hurtful experience, especially when it's from people you care about. It's easy to brush it off and rationalize it away. But when it happens repeatedly, it's a wake-up call. The people who value you will include you in their lives, even when it's inconvenient. If they don't, it's time to stop making excuses for their behavior and reassess the relationship. The truth is, you deserve to be around people who want to be around you, not just when it's easy for them, but because they genuinely enjoy your company. Sign 4. They're too busy for you. Everyone has a busy life. There's no denying that. But when someone constantly tells you that they're too busy to meet, yet you see them making time for everyone else, it's no longer about their schedule. It's about how they prioritize you, or more accurately, how they don't. The too busy excuse is often just a mask for a lack of interest, a sign that you're not as important as others in their life. I had a friend who repeatedly told me they were too busy to meet up. Meanwhile, I saw them posting on social media, going out with other people, and even making time for less important engagements. It became painfully clear I wasn't a priority in their life. They had time for everyone else, but when it came to me, I was always pushed to the bottom of the list. People make time for what matters to them. If someone consistently says they're too busy for you, take it as a sign that you're not important to them. And the truth is, that's okay. You don't need to beg for someone's attention or affection. You deserve to be with people who prioritize you, who make space for you in their lives without making excuses. If they're too busy to invest in you, it's time to focus on those who are willing to show up. Sign 5. Avoiding physical contact. Physical touch is one of the most powerful ways we communicate affection, trust, and warmth. A simple handshake, a hug, or even a pat on the back can speak volumes about how we feel about someone. But when someone consistently avoids physical contact with you, whether it's a handshake, a hug, or even standing close to you, it's a sign that something is wrong beneath the surface. I had a colleague who would recoil when I reached out to shake their hand. Initially, I thought it was just a quirky preference, but over time, I noticed they were fine with shaking hands or making physical contact with others, just not with me. It was a subtle but powerful sign that something about our relationship was off. Their avoidance spoke louder than any words could have. This kind of behavior often signals a deeper emotional distance. It can be uncomfortable to face, but it's crucial to acknowledge it. When someone avoids physical contact, it's not just about personal space. It's often a sign that they don't feel comfortable or connected to you. This could be because of a lack of trust, unresolved conflict, or simply an emotional disconnect. Recognizing this behavior gives you the chance to reflect on the relationship. Do you still want to invest in it? Are you willing to address the issues that may be creating this distance? In all relationships, physical touch is an indicator of emotional closeness. When it's missing, it's a sign that something needs to change. The sooner you recognize this, the sooner you can address the underlying issues and either repair the relationship or move on to healthier connections. Recognizing the signs that someone dislikes you but is hiding it might sting, but it's also a powerful tool for reclaiming your emotional well-being. Once you see the truth, you can start setting healthier boundaries and stop investing energy in relationships that drain you. Life is too short to spend it with people who don't value or respect you. True friends are the ones who lift you up, celebrate your growth, and have your back no matter what. If you found value in today's video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Let's continue this journey of self-awareness and build a life surrounded by those who truly appreciate our worth.